All right. Hey, we're live. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to another Webflow workshop. I'm your host, Nelson. Welcome to episode 89. Oh, we're almost at 100. This is so exciting. This week, we're going to be rebuilding Sidebar.io. But before I get into what Sidebar is, if you haven't been there yet, I want to keep this hype going. A lot of stuff has been happening in the background that's got the staff really excited. And it's got a lot of people excited on Twitter because we released this little tweet right here. And can anyone guess what this is? And if you look closely, this new panel right here, it's different. What is it? What is it? I don't know. Actually, I do know. I'm just joking. I'm just so excited about this. This is Interactions 2.0 in the making right here. This is a little demo that our lead designer Ryan has created using 3D transforms and our timeline animation interaction. Whoa. So, I was talking to one of the developers yesterday about Interactions 2.0, and he was he wasn't here for the Interactions 1.0 build, but he was impressed by what the community has done with Interactions 1, and as he's building Interactions 2, he keeps thinking to himself, man, I wonder what the community is going to come up with. And it blows my mind because I've seen some crazy things happen with Interactions 1, and I feel like we even hit the peak of Interactions 1 yet, but now that we're giving you even more tools with Interactions 2, what are you guys going to do with it? I am so excited. If you weren't here 2 episodes ago, we did a Q&A with Vlad, our CEO, and he did release some dates. So, August, somewhere at the end of next month or so, closed beta will be rolling out slowly. I know it hurts to wait, but we want to make sure that when we throw these invites out, that we do it slowly and get feedback to make sure that the next rollout, when we update and fix the bugs, that the next rollout of people won't have as many bugs as the first rollout of people. So it's gonna go out slowly, you're gonna get your hands on it, but here it is again, What? Oh my god. How long did it take Ryan to make that? I don't think long. It has to be less than an hour, but great question. I'll ask him later after the stream. But man, oh man. Find this on twitter.com/webflowapp. We pinned it. Go ahead and retweet it, like it, send us your thoughts about it by sending a response, a reply to it. Like, get the word out. The hype train has already left the station. Oh man, this is going to be so much fun to play with. I actually just started playing with it, trying to make like an Iron Man HUD type of thing, and it's not quite working yet because there's still bugs, but when we release the closed beta, oh, I can't wait. I just can't wait to see what you guys do with it. Okay, I'm done freaking out. Let's get into Sidebar, our topic of this week. Okay, Sidebar.io, the best 5 design links every day. So this is a pretty cool site, you know? Rather than having like a bunch of links that are upvoted or downvoted or something like this is just 5 links that this person thinks could help with your day, okay? And I was thinking maybe we can redo this inside of Webflow's CMS, you know, build a collection and build this site and make it responsive. And also, you know, see how close we can get to this type of site. Now, there's some things that you cannot do yet on Webflow, like you can't make a full web app where people can sign up and log in, have their own profiles. Search, Vlad mentioned in his Q&A
that search is coming to Webflow, but we're not gonna. We don't have it ready yet for this stream. Okay. You can't. You probably can submit a link if we made a form, but we're not gonna dive into that one. What we're gonna dive into is just how to display a list of dynamic content on a site. Oh, and also things in between dynamic items like this. I don't think we can do that, especially like ads and whatnot in between. Oh, and this stuff right here, like infinite scroll type of thing, not able to do that in Webflow yet. But I want to just show you how, if you want to like start on something like this, you can do it. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Where we go? Where we go? All right. So, oh yeah, sorry. Visual breakdown. That's what we do. So we always start with the visual breakdown. And then I make it for, I set up everything for the desktop breakpoint. And then we take a break, do some Q&A. If you have any questions about Webflow, or if you want me to review or share with the stream what you're working on in Webflow. And then we make it responsive. We do some final tweaks, maybe add some interactions like this guy right here. Whoop, whoop. Oh, it's just one turn per hover. Yeah. So we can do stuff like that. And then at the end, we do another Q&A and site review, and we're done. All right? Let's get to it. So we have the logo right here, so it's not really a nav bar, so we can get away with like a very thin, container. Probably this is 960, I think. So we can use our container. And then this seems like CMS where the date is the main collection, and then you have these items that have a single referral to the date. All right, so all 5 of these links refer to this one date, and then we go to the next and we see these 5 things refer to the date. So I'm gonna try this. So just to let you know, I haven't tried this, and I'm trying to visually break it down and do it live. Okay, and so if there's anything I'm messing up on or I feel like I'm confused about, I like to show you guys that with some persistence and just some critical thinking, you too can figure it out. Okay, websites should be fun to make, and they're all just puzzles. And so when you think about websites, they're just boxes, and how those boxes fit together is what makes it fun. And it shouldn't make you it shouldn't make you frustrated, because websites are just Legos, right? Just put them together. All right, let's go do this. First thing I want to do is pull it up on my other computer first. There we go. First thing I want to do is start building the collection. So right here we have our CMS collection. So it's the same thing as building a database, but without coding. Okay, so first thing I want to do is let's just call this we'll call this link dates. Link dates. Okay, so link dates as the slug, and we'll add a date for the collection field, and we're going to just call it date. This is required. We don't need a time picker. Okay. And create collection. All right, so we have our first thing. And now let's go ahead and create another database. And this one's going to have all of our links. Okay. And let's see here. We're going to call this links. Should this one just call me dates? Let's just do this. Links. And so as I'm looking at this right here, I noticed that each link has a date, obviously, but it also has a title, a summary, a thumbnail, and some tags. Okay. All right. And what's this guy? Oh yeah, and this one is so you can share stuff. And then this is a little who submitted it, so we can probably put like another little image, and then a URL, like which domain name it's on. All right. So I'm not going to copy and paste everything. I'm just going to use Webflow to put dummy data in. But I want to show you how easy it is to create the structure of your database, or what we call collections. So let's spell links right. So we have the name, that's already done. And then let's have a summary. So plain text, let's just make it multiple line. We don't always have to click this field is required, so let's just leave it like that. We'll call this summary. Add another field, and this one we're gonna put the thumbnail. And let's go ahead and put the, we're gonna have another image and call it, what is the thing? Submitter avatar. So it's that little circle image. And then we have tags. So I'm gonna have to make, actually I can just, let's see here, how can I do this? Okay, so I'm gonna have to make another collection for the tags. So I'm gonna leave that blank for now. What else is there? Plain text, because I noticed that this URL doesn't, you can't click on it. It's just mentioning where the domain name is. So I'm just gonna call it domain name as a plain text. But the actual URL to the thing, so article link, so the actual link will be a link. And I think that's about it. So that structure is done. Let's also add a reference. So this is referring to, let's give it a date label, and this refers to link dates. Okay, so now I know which link goes to which date. All right, create collection, we're done. So let's go ahead and make another CMS collection, and this one's going to be called tags. Okay, tags, and actually I think that's all we need. We just need a name for the tag, because there's going to be multiple ones, right? So I'm going to create collection, and then I'm going to go back to my links, and I'm going to set another reference, but this time it's multi-reference. So multi-reference is good when you have like multiple references to something, like something for tags, right? So I'm going to call this tags as well, and I'm going to link it to tags, and there we go. Save field, save collection, boom, done. All right, now let's go ahead and add some dummy data. So let's see here. Let's just add some data. So we'll call this Tuesday 07/25, and click today's date. Let's set another one, Monday 07/24, yesterday's date. So let's do 5 of these. Sunday 07/23. Friday 07/21. And if you're watching a recording, this is the part where you fast forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. We have 5 dates. And now let's go ahead and make some dummy items. Oh wait, first we need to make some tags. Let's go ahead and make some tags. Let's call this one learning. Let's call this one illustration. And this one is to case study. And this one, resources. I'm just picking 5 that I just see. And UX. Okay, cool. 5 is the number of the day. I've been watching a lot of Sesame Street. Alright, let's add some dummy data. Add 5 items. Wait for it. Okay, let's see what Webflow did. So Webflow added a thumbnail. Yes, these are big images. We can always replace them, but for time's sake, we're just going to keep that. What? Okay, it shows us a tag and it shows us a date. Let's just make sure that the dates aren't the same and add some more tags. Like, there you go. Save it. Alright. Wait, is that... This is 22nd. Yeah, let's have them all Saturday the 22nd. Actually, no, let's make them all today. Save. Today. This has too many tags. Yeah, that's good. Save. So just like that, we created a collection or database and filled in some data, dummy data, without coding a thing. Yeah, ain't that a hoot? All right, cool. That is done. All right, so now that our structure is done and we have data inside of our collections, let's go back into design mode and start figuring out how to rebuild Sidebar. So first thing I always do before the stream is I put all the assets into Webflow, and the only asset that there is the only static asset is this guy right here, their logo. Okay, and also, oh yeah, I wasn't able to find their font. If anyone can help me find their font, their official font, please let me know and link it in the chat room. That would be great. Thanks. All right, let's remove this. Okay, and remove this too. And so also what I did was I set up the swatches. So I just did a eyedropper Chrome extension tool to help me figure out the colors of Sidebar. And yeah, let's get to it. So the body tag right here. So I chose all pages on the body, and let's just color the background. And it's this blue, right? Or is it this one? Alice blue? Yeah, there you go. Where do they come up with these names? Hey Calvin, how you doing? All right. And I'm guessing that the top has some padding, so let's just give it like 50. That should be good. Now let's go ahead and put a container. I wonder if that container's smaller. Now let's make our own container from scratch. So, oh, well, hello. I don't want that. I want to set that to the body. There you go. Let's clean up a bit. I don't want these styles showing up in my code when I'm not using it. Alright, let's go ahead and put a div block. And this div block, we're going to call it container. And this width, let's make it small. Let's say 750 and center that with the margins. That look right? Let's try 700. The font, Stefan saying GTSD text. Alright. I may have to find that later. Thank you so much. I'll try to find that, and if that's in Google Fonts, then I can easily pull that in. Alright. So we have our container. Okay, so next we're gonna have this top bar right here. We're gonna have this top bar right here and the logo. So Flexbox all the things, right? So we're gonna have a row, and then we're gonna have these, and I'm gonna skip these icons because they wouldn't work anyways. Okay, so just two things in a row. So let's go ahead and put in another div block, and we're gonna call it top row. Logo row. Logo row. Flex it, and let's go ahead and put. Let's go ahead and put their image. Yeah, let's put their. Oh wait, no, this needs an orange background, so I need to put a div block, and we're gonna call this logo. And the background of this logo will be their orange color, and inside of here, let's go ahead and put their image, or I mean their logo, and there you go. But we're gonna go back to logo. That seems way too big, and I think the max needs to be something like gtsd.com. Nope, no Google font. Ah, okay. Source Sans as a fallback. Okay. I'll use Open Sans for now, but I'll fix it when I'm done, so you guys can. So when you guys duplicate this project, you'll be able to do stuff on your own. So Open Sans as our default font because we're setting it to the body. For now, fix it later. And you know what? Let's just have some fun with this right now because it's an easy interaction. Let's make it rotate on hover. All right, so easy enough with interactions 1.0. You would click on the interactions tab, new interaction, and let's just call this logo hover. And the trigger is hover. And when I hover over this, we're going to rotate on the Z by 180. Doesn't look like it moved, but I mean, if I did this, you know, you'll see it move. So rotate it by 180, and it takes, let's say, 250 milliseconds, and see what happens. All right, it did not move. What? Okay, let's, I need, sorry, I had to sneeze there, but it works, and then it doesn't on the second time, but interesting. And goes too fast. Let's go ahead and fix that. We'll say 500. Preview. What's going on? All right. Okay, yeah, that looks like that. Yeah. All right. And we're gonna have to figure out why it's not doing it on the second time. All right. Thanks, thanks, Curtis. Poppins bold for, okay, let me, all right, so that interaction is done, and Stefan is saying that Poppins bold is a close font to what Sidebar is using, so let me show you how to install a Google font. You would go to the settings, goes to fonts, and then look for Poppins. You can, Poppins right there, and you're saying bold, so I'm just gonna get all of these right here. All these font weights, and we're gonna go back to designer, and it should be in our fonts list now. And then, okay, cool, so let's go back to the body tag and just set that that new Google font. All right, there you go, Poppins. Whenever I hear Poppins now, I think of Guardians of the Galaxy. All right. Let's see here. What's the next thing? It says the 5 best design links every day. So let's go ahead and put that. It's probably a H1 because that's the first thing Google and all the other search engines will look for. So I'm setting it as H1, but let's go ahead and design it. Call it tagline. Alright, let's remove that default 20 on the top and 10 at the bottom. And let's make this their darker blue. That's not blue. That's blue. And we don't need it bold, we just need it normal. Yeah, and let's make it small. Oof, too small. Let's do something like 14 and 20. And best design links every day. Whoa. Why is it? Oh, okay. There we go. That's really hard to see. Maybe make it. Is it just my screen, or did I pick the wrong color? It needs to be darker, in my opinion. Alright, we're gonna cheat a little and do it like that. Okay, now I'm getting a different font saying Merriweather. Okay, I will use that. Let's try that. Actually, we'll figure that out at the end, okay? So, now notice how these two right here, they're not vertically centered. So let's do that with Flexbox. And how to do that is right here. So simple, right? Yeah. Okay, and let's move this tagline away from the logo with margin. I'm gonna say it's like 15. And yeah, that's cool. All right, I'm happy with it. Next thing. Let's go ahead and yeah, let's go ahead and put that white column Interesting. I think the logo is outside of this because the logo is off center. So what I'm saying is this white wrapper is centered and this one isn't. So what I'm gonna have to do, that's an interesting challenge. Let's try it. Let's go ahead and just put our white wrapper for right now. That's gonna have all of our collection lists. So we're gonna call this content wrapper. And this one will be white. That's for the background. And let's go ahead and put some padding inside. I'm gonna say like 30, right? So we're gonna have some 30 up in there. And let's just see where this takes us, okay? I want to put our collection list. Okay, now I'm getting into the stuff that I'm trying to visualize how I'm going to do this, and it's not really coming to me, but let's just see where life takes us, okay? So we have our collection. We're pulling from the linked dates. No, we shouldn't pull from the linked date. Wait. Yeah, we should, because I want to see each day. And inside of there... Oh, no. I should be pulling from links, huh? Logo tagline color, 9C. Let me fix this real quick. Thank you, Peter. Oh, whoops. Thank you. All right, so let's just see what we can do with this. Okay, let's bring in the link. And so when I set something on one collection item, it happens for all of them. All right, and the link is going to open in a new tab, and it's going to get the URL from the article link, and it's going to get the text from whatever the name is. So far, so good. All right. Now, let's go ahead and fix this. So, we're going to call this, we're going to call it design link. And we don't need an underline, so remove that. We do need a hover, but what's the first color? Oh, we need to make it that dark slate gray. Let's go ahead and make it extra bold. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so that one's done, and yeah. I'm gonna set it to block. Do we want to set it to block? No, it should be inline block. All right. And under that we have the summary. So let's go ahead and bring in a text block right there and pull in the summary. That part's easy. All right. So now if you look at this, this seems like this is a row right here and the thumbnail's on the right. Now, I don't like using floats anymore because of Flexbox. So, what if we use Flexbox and make this two columns where this is wrapped in one div and this is its own div, and so that way you have it pushed on both sides rather than using float left and float right, you know? So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to bring in a div. I'm going to put that link inside of it and this summary inside of it, and we're going to call this div flex, and we're going to add Flexbox and push it to the sides. Oh, wait, no. That's wrong. Let's do it over. That shouldn't be flex. Let's remove class. There we go. So we have that, and now we need to put in the thumbnail. And I think the thumbnail, yeah, it does have a border on it. So let's go ahead and put another div. Okay. And this one is going to be called link thumb. And let's see here. Let's give this a background image for the thumbnail. So that way all the thumbnails are the same size. Okay. So I would set it in the settings. And then I would go back to the styles and click on add background image. But I'm not actually adding a background image to this. I'm just leaving it as example, so that way I can style that dynamic background. Okay, so I'm going to set my styles to cover, position center, no tiling, and let's see what happens with flex. So let me go back right here. So we have these two, and we have this collection item. So let's wrap these two guys with another div, and that way this is the one I give flex to. Flex it off to the sides. Yeah, liking it. Alright, so this one right here, this link thumb, let's give it a basis of, let's say, I'm going to pick a number here. It looks like a 150. No? 150. Nope. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's go with that for now. Oh, is it because... Oh, yeah. Let me go back to my flex. So right here on my flex, right here, I have it where they're stretching. I don't want both columns to stretch. I just want them aligned to the top. That makes more sense. Okay, cool. All right. So this link thumb right here is probably not 300. It's probably like 200. Yeah. It needs a border of like gray. What happened? Why you do that thing? What you doing? What you doing? And then this guy right here is not the same. Huh, okay, well, we'll figure it out. Interesting. Alright, let's just keep moving, see where life takes us, right? Alright. So we're on this column right here, and I don't want this column to be super close to the thumbnail, so let's push it away. Let's give it some padding inside. There we go. Use % for more flexiness. Alright, I'll take your advice. Let's try this. Alright. Let's just go even number 50. But this guy right here! Why is he being weird? What? Oh, duh, because it's a thumbnail, it's not an image. Alright, it's a background image, it's not an actual inline image. Oh, Nelson. Okay, let's remove that background image. It's ruining us right now. So let's just add the image inside. Oh, Nelson. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Bring in the image there. Pull the image from thumbnail, and there we go. I guess this is a different size, and that's why I wanted the background image to be certain width, so that way it can crop and that on its own. But okay. 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 Alright, let's just do that. Okay, that feels better. Alright, moving on. So this part right here is going to need another row, so let's go ahead and add that. So it doesn't need to be inside that flex, so let's just add it right there to the collection item. There we go. And yeah, let's go ahead and make this one flex as well. But I don't want it flex sides. All right, let me rename this real quick. Flex sides, and this one will be flex, you know, just a regular flex. All right, because I want everything to be in line on one row and push to the left. All right, so first thing, let's go ahead and we'll bring in an image, and this one will be the submitter avatar. I'm gonna call it avatar, and let's give it a max width of, it looks like 50 pixels or something. Ugh, that flex. It's stretching. There we go. Okay, so the avatar max is 50, and let's round it out to like 50%. Actually, just set this to 50. 50, 50. Nope. 25, 25. There we go. Okay, cool. So we got our avatar type of thing. Okay. Actually, I want to rename this row to link details, because it's not just flex, it's also margin. So let's move that away. And also, let's go ahead and let's just add 20 to the bottom and 20 right there, because I want to add a border bottom of 1, make it gray. Nope, lighter gray. There we go. So that way there's a divider between each link. Cool, cool. All right, moving on. So this avatar is right next to the tags. Now, here's the thing. We are still working on a way to show tags, multiple tags inside of a collection list. Like right now, if I wanted to show all the tags, I can't drag in a collection list inside of another collection list. This is something that we are still working on, but I think for now, can I at least show one? Let's see here. No, you cannot. So what you can do is you can see those tags in those, you can add the tags inside of a template page, but you can't add it on a static page where you have the collection showing and then you want to put a collection within a collection. So it's just one of those things you got to find a workaround for now, because we are still working on it. But let's just continue. Next thing I want to bring in is right here, the URL. So put a domain name, and we're going to call this domain name and style it appropriately. I think it's like a light gray. Nope, it's probably this one. Yeah. And then it's small. And it's italicized. Actually, and these need to be lined up, so let's go and line that up right there. And let's move this away. Something like that. And yeah, close enough. Let's go ahead and make that like that funky button thing with the ellipses. So this is what I'm talking about right here. Can I copy that? What is that? Ellipses. Oh, it's a, if you can see here, FA means font awesome. So it's actually a font awesome thing. So let's just skip that one too. Now, what I want to tackle is how do we make this center but this not? And someone who said, Curtis, yeah, Curtis was the one who said logo is using margin left -100. So let's try that. So I'm going to do it on the logo row right here and do a margin left of -100. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Curtis. Harold, shouldn't tags be possible with a link collection? Yes, it should be possible, but you can't add a collection within a collection. It's something that, you know, we've been working on in the background to try to make happen. Okay, so that's cool. Let's see here. Whoop. All right, so next thing I want to try is how we put the date off on the left. You know, so this is one date. Okay, so we have a collection list and it's the links and they're all showing the date. I mean, they're all showing based off one date, so I'm gonna try something. If this is position auto, how would I show the date? Because I can't put text inside. I can't just put one piece of text here, because if I put the date, like say I do something like this where I put the date, so the date, we get the date right here, and we call it, okay, like Tuesday. That shows up for all of them. Well, how can we make it where I only show it once? So that's what's tripping me up right now. So let's just keep trying something. So what if I put a collection and it's pulling from the linked dates, right? And in here, I want to show everything that has to... Oh, see, that's the thing. I would need a collection within a collection to make that happen. Oh, hopes and dreams. All right. So what's going on in my mind is that I'm also trying to put a collection in a collection. Because right now I have... Actually, let me go to my CMS collection. Right now I have these links, okay? And all of them are set to a date. And I have these dates. And so if I want to show data from this collection, I'm only showing this stuff. If I want to show this stuff, I cannot, because now I'm putting a collection within a collection, even though I have those references set. Okay? So for now, this is what you'll need to do natively inside of Webflow. But obviously you can do, if you know custom coding, obviously you can use that and remove any other instances of the date. But I don't like to get into custom code. See, Curtis picked it up. Yeah, you can use JS to hide all but the first instance. Yeah. So Curtis, you understand what I'm going through. Yeah, this was a quick build. It's only 1042. Let's get into that. Let's just do it. All right, let's just see. Let's just see. All right, so we're gonna go date. We'll just call it link date, right? And let's just do some crazy stuff. Actually, so let's put the link date inside of a wrapper because I want to push it out. All right. Link date wrapper, because I'm gonna set it to position and see if I can. That's the target. No, I want to push it out more. Okay. Well, let's see here. Okay, going crazy. I don't like using position absolute much, but sometimes you gotta go crazy, right? All right. Right there. Let's make it extra bold. Oh wait, I'm setting it to the wrong thing. So this is the wrapper, and now we have the link date, and this one, let's call it link day, because this one is going to be bold and blue and huge. Let's go like 72. Oh, try 80. Yeah, something like that. And also, let's push it off even more. We need to push it way, way, way to the left. Cool. Something like that. And they do some nice typography design where they put the date numbers right here, where that's really cute. Each day, like, they know that each day has an AY in it, obviously. And so they put the date inside of there. Nice little touch. So let's go ahead and push this down a bit. Cool. That's fun. Let's go ahead and put the next part. We're going to call it link. Oop, not a heading. Undo. Let's put in a text, and this is going to be coming from, oh, get text from date. Yeah, date and time. The format will be 07, so this is month. So we're going to call this link month. And is this, what's going on? How come I don't see you? Huh. Ah. Yeah, right there. Format 07. Okay. Hopefully it shows up. Say 20, 26. Am I doing something wrong, guys? Oh, because it's far away. It's on the very, very left, and that's why I can't see it. So what if I do this? There we go. Now I see you. Whew, now I see you. Actually, this also needs its own wrapper because it's in a row too. So here, here, put this in here. And there we go. So that way, this one I don't have to set to position absolute. I actually set it to this. So we're going to call this link month date. So it's both and set to position absolute top right. There we go. And I want to push it off. Oh no, my bad. There we go. Okay, that looks fun. Yeah, position sticky is a new CSS thing. I don't know. You might need to do a can I use. Search caniuse.com if position sticky is available on all browsers. Because last time I heard it's not. This one is. I think it's bold too, but it's just smaller. Something like, why aren't you growing? Did I set it here? Oh, I did. Alright, so let's delete it from here and set it on the link month date. There we go. Sky blue. Something like that. And say 36. And link month date. Let's fix that positioning a bit more. Yeah, that's where the A happens. Okay, cool. Move it up a bit. Okay, cool. So that one's that. Let's go ahead and put another text link. Text block. There you go. Put a slash. We're gonna have to flex this too. Link month date. Oh yeah, you can. Okay, cool. In this guy right here, let's go ahead and date divider because I want to push this away from like that. Copy and paste the month, drag that over, and this one is going to have the date, not the year. Where are you? Day and month, 0 padded. Yeah, like that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Get this back here. Is it 0, really? Oh, well, okay. How do you guys feel about that? Yeah? Yes? No? Maybe so? This one needs link date wrapper needs to be higher because it's in line with the first guy. That's cool. And there we go. Nice. cool. Now, what's happening is that there's a bunch of these link days happening all at the same time, and they're all on top of each other because of position absolute. So we'll need to remove it using custom code. Just like Curtis said, use JavaScript to hide all but the first instance. So let's see here. I'm not that great of a coder, but in my head I'm thinking jQuery of not for, how is it not Curtis, help me out here. It's like something like dot first or something. Huh. Scott saying position sticky is only partially supported across browsers, including Chrome and Firefox. Yeah, see? Yeah. See, let me go down. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that, we can go ahead and move on. So, collection list wrapper. So, if I were to, say, copy and paste this again. Okay. Now we have this going on. Actually, no, we can do it like this. And the content wrapper has a padding of like 50. Oh, that's so cool. Look, it kind of looks like it now. Cool. Let's go ahead and add five more weird links. If I do new link and just put some gibberish. I wish I did 10 links. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Gibberish. Gibberish. And then, hold on. Let's see here. I have a shirt image. Huh. Yeah. I wish I can put gibberish, but you can see if I went here with this collection list, I'm pulling from links, but I can do a filter. So on this first filter, I'm going to say it's coming from display matching items. So we only want to show, hey, come back. Where'd you go? So we want to only show limit to five items, right? And the, oh gosh. And the sort order is going to be, it's going to be published on, created on, oldest to newest, newest to oldest. And then I can set a filter. Let's see, date equals. Yeah, date equals Tuesday. So that one's Tuesday, and then this one would have to equal Wednesday. But we don't have Wednesday. Or I mean, we don't have a Monday, so yeah. Target P first, so something like that. Okay, let me try that, Curtis. Let's see here. So, content wrapper, link date wrapper. So what I'm going to do is set a display none on all link date wrappers, and then right after that, set a display block on the first one. Yeah? You could set a display none and target the frame. Curtis, we're on the same wavelength right now. You just typed what I just said. Alright, so let's try some custom code. I don't usually do this during workshops, but hey, we have time, so let's do it. So I'm going to add my script. Alright. And So it's content wrapper, and then link date wrapper. And let's go ahead and simple hide, and then we can do just copy and paste this. And if you're a seasoned web developer and you're looking at my code saying, why aren't you doing it like this? Well, help me out here. Dot first dot show. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm hiding all the link date wrappers. Okay, all of these guys. And then on the next line, I tell the browser, hey, find that first one and then show it. And then, yeah. So maybe that works. Let's publish it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so far so good. I don't think it happened because there's some weird aliasing happening right here if I look closely. Wait. Oh, that is such a noob move. Okay, sorry. I added the script in the head tag. You're supposed to put it in the end body tag. Why? Because jQuery, which is what this $sign is, jQuery is being called right before the end body tag, and this stuff right here shows up in between the end body tag and the jQuery call. Okay, so let's save, republish, and try again. Hey, Sean's here. Sean, it's all magic to me. I'm just a designer. That's why we love Webflow. Oh, it worked. There's only one instance because you can tell it looks smooth. So if I inspect and look, we have a display block right here. Block means show it, but all the other ones right here is display none. So we did it. Cool. That was fun. Oh, but it's not showing here. Ah. So we'll have to figure that one out. But hey, we got close. Need to set an ID on each content wrapper or collection wrapper. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. But that's like we're trying to build a web app when that's not fully capable yet. And that's not fully possible yet in Webflow. But designing the front of it, the front end of a web app is easily done. And then you can throw it to a web developer to do the magic stuff. Yeah. All right. That was a simple build. Also, this was interesting to do. This was all interesting to do. Yeah. Hopefully you guys saw or learned something new today. Since we're past the first hour, let's go into Q&A mode or show and tell. What are you guys working on in Webflow right now? Do you have any questions about Webflow or web design in general? I want to know. Less than an hour by Nelson. Yeah, well, less than an hour to do to get close, but not completely there. But also only one breakpoint. The second hour, we're going to squish it down, and it should be a simple thing to do when doing it for mobile, because it's very basic and it's really nice. So let's just see. But yeah, what questions do you have? Ooh, water break. Oof. I rebuilt Airbnb. You did? We did Airbnb experiences, that campaign landing page thing that they have. But Stefan, you were able to rebuild it? Show us the link. One Vibe is asking, so apart from being able to just scroll and browse the posts, can any other way to filter through, like by date or by tag? Yeah, you can add filters by using the collection templates, okay? Let's go back to my screen. So if I wanted to filter, like right here, if I go to collection list wrapper and I set the filter, so I can filter it by date, I can filter it by thumbnail, whatever I want. Okay. Filter it by tag. Yes, you can. Tag contains. There you go. Hopefully that answers your question. Let's put it back here. Cool. Alright, alright, alright. Let's see here. When will Interactions 2 be released? I don't know. No, I know. I'm excited. Man, that hype train. Please get on board. Tell your friends. Let's just go look at it again. It's so pretty. Like, I don't know when you would use that on a website, but the fact that you can do that without coding a thing? Like, come on. It's so awesome. Okay, alright. Here we go. Parker, work in progress, recreated in Webflow. Oh, cool. You have a subdomain called recreated-in Webflow. That's cute. I like that. You're recreating Star Wars Battlefront. Yes, I'm one of those guys that pre-ordered Battlefront 2. I got into that hype. Wait, play as Nelson. What? Vlad? Whoa. Oh, this is Battlefront 1. Oh, that's so cool! You took the background video, and then, is this the inline? Yeah, that's cool! How fun was this to build, Parker? I know, Vitter, you were kidding. You're kidding. If I click this, you have interaction! Yes! Yes! Oh my god, you went further deep into this. I thought it was just the homepage. Dude, no, you, oh my god. Yes! Oh, I'm gonna show the team. I'm gonna show the team this. Yes, yes, yes. But I don't, look at, I'm trying to press the button, but I don't have square. I don't have square on my controller. What's wrong? I want to play. Click the button. Click the button. Oh, dude. Oh, wait. How far deep does this go? How far deep does this go? Oh, dude. And then it's a YouTube video. No way. Can I go back? Yeah. Oh, okay. So these aren't, but that. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Back. Dude, how long did this take you? Seriously.
Maintain your attack. Ensure the
You
uplink
forgot
stay
to remove.
offline.
Yeah. So there's some custom code you need to do to remove the audio. I mean, to stop the YouTube player
We
embed
have
from
discovered the
playing.
Jedi Skywalker
Let's just get
nearby.
back into that so I can help you out. Let's just turn that off. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. That's so cool. Wait, can you do this? Yes. You have more? You have more? What are you doing? Great job. Okay, you probably had a lot of fun doing it. I've been working away at it for a month. And how much custom code did you do? Did you do any custom code? I don't think you have to. Wow. Okay. Alright, I am definitely showing... Hold on, I'm sending this... Oh, I can't... Oh, man. Okay, anyway, I'm done. I'm done looking at this one. I'm gonna geek out even more after the stream, okay? That is awesome. Please share it on the show and tell on the forums, Parker. Please. So then the easier way for me to share it with the team. Oh, man. And you know what? I want to help you out even more. I want to see if we can get that tweeted. Because, like, the fact that you can do this in a month by yourself without coding. You just okay. Okay, what's next? Airbnb. Yes, Stefan, you said you rebuilt this. Oh my God, this is moving. Oh, Parker. Thank you for that joy. You would think that this is a real Airbnb site. Oh, please work. Ah, it doesn't. Darn. Alright, but still. Nice. This is nice. Does this do anything? Nope. Man. You guys... Oh, nice. Awesome. You guys are doing some great stuff. Is that custom code right here? Is that sticky? Position sticky? Including this nav bar right here? It seems like it. Contact host. No, it doesn't. Beautiful work. So how long did this take you to build? Who is it? Stefan. How long did this take you to build? Nice. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Wait, hold on. How far did you go? Let's make... Oh, yay. Yes! That's so cool. Everything just fits. Stefan, 2 nights? Dang. You guys are doing some serious work. Super proud of this community. Ugh. Alright. Great job, Stefan. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I can't really review this. This is just nice. Alright, moving on. What do we got? I'm rebuilding a website called Kill the Bill and turning it into a web app using Webflow for the front end and exporting the rest for development. Scott, you're doing it. Where's your link, Scott? One Vibe. Since search is currently missing, I just want to give more option. Thank you. If you were going to add the filtering, where would you add, like a drop-down menu or a nav? Yeah, you can make a drop-down menu, and then what you would do is just change the collection that you're looking at. Give you an example, like right here. If I wanted to do it by date, I would create another static page and call this like by date, or no, I don't know, by name or something like that. Oops. Home. I can duplicate this and call it by name or something like that, right? And then this filter right here for this collection list wrapper would be different. It would be by let's say, let's use by domain name or something like that. Hey, domain name is set, and then it's sort order by domain name alphabetical, something like that. Right, so now this is letter A, D, so something like that. And so I can go back to my home and just set a drop-down list. Like if I put a drop-down right here, for instance, open that up and say by domain name. And then this one would link over to that one. And so now I'd get something like this where See how it's not in alphabetical order? It's A, A, H. Now if I go to filters by domain name, A, D, H, U. See? So something like that. Yay. Good question. Zebra, what's up? I'm not sure if I already shared live. Check the mobile breakpoint. Went crazy. Innovation review. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Whoa, Flexbox. You went nutty. I'm proud of you for putting the menu button at the bottom. One thing I like about Google's material design is that they're putting those floating action buttons at the bottom, because when you're on a mobile phone, it's easier to press a button at the bottom corners rather than the top corners with your thumb if you're scrolling with one hand. So if you guys can, do more of that. This is cool. Great job with Flexbox. Nice. All right. Okay, last link, and then we'll get back into the project. Bikini Bali production. First, Alex, is this safe for work? Raichu style system. Raichu? Like the Pokemon? Bikini Bali production. Webflow.io. Interesting loader. What? Hold on. Oh, okay. Totally safe for work. Here we go. That's not it. This is it. Interesting loader. So first thing that caught me off guard as I was scrolling on my laptop is I'm trying to scroll down because this guy makes me believe I have to scroll down. Let me refresh that. So on my laptop, I was scrolling down. Now it's gone. I want to bring that screen back up. Okay, well that first screen, that pink screen, had to scroll down, and I was scrolling down and got to the bottom of the page, but I didn't see anything. It was just that pink screen. And then I realized, oh, what if I'm supposed to click on that down arrow? So I hovered over that down arrow, and then it went away, and so it confused me. So you might want to rethink how you do that loader, okay? But as you scroll down, I like this. It's a different type of design, you know, where images are overlaying the text on purpose, and they're like coming in at different columns. So that's cool. Oh, you can click. Nice. The imagery in this is nice. Okay, custom mouse cursor. I'm kind of confused though with this mouse cursor. What am I supposed to drag? Am I supposed to click? If I click, nothing happens. If I don't want to click, but I'm interested in what happens if I do click, there's no real indicator of showing or of telling me what I'm about to experience. So when you're using icons or you're trying to give directions to people, it's like a road sign. You see an arrow, but what does that arrow mean? Does it mean I'm leaving the site? Does it mean I'm going to be shown a different chef or a different profile? Like, what is this? Previous what? This is next what? I don't know. But yet I'm scrolling down and I get here and it goes away. So what was this for? You know, so you want to give some context. Tell people what they're about to experience before they click. Alright? Because right now, I don't know what those arrows mean. I really like the design, though. And the images. Man, imagery? Oh, gosh. I wish I can take great pictures. But that takes a lot of setup and a lot of time. But great job. This is... Okay, is this a dynamic gallery? Okay, so as I scroll down, they show up. It's so abrupt because all the other pages seem very smooth. So what if you did a thing where they fade in rather than just show up or just go away? Alright, very interesting. Great job though, Alex. Great job. I like how you're always pushing the envelope on design, because I love how you're not doing the same thing over and over. It's always something different, and you want to try something new. So great job. Great job on that. Alright, let's get back into it. We'll look at more links at the end. But great job to, let's see here, Stefan, Parker, and Alex. Yeah, great job, guys. Let's see here. Let me see. Okay. Oh, look at this. All right, so this is the real sidebar. This is what we have so far. Let's go ahead and remove that filter real quick. All right. So now I just gotta make it responsive, yeah? Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so if we squish it down, what happens? So that's easy fix. So right here to here, so if I go like this. Yeah, so this logo row, we can just set that back to 0. So if we go here to here, yeah, that's not too bad. What happens here? Okay, cool. Let's bring it in. So this always gets cut off. And then, see, yep, the negative 100 goes away. And then, haha, this goes to the top. And everything is orange. And then the date goes to the top. Let's do that. So this one is done. Easy. This one. Cool, let's do it. So this body right here, the body tag, doesn't need a 50 padding at the top, but it goes like that. Let's see here. Container, logo row. So this logo row, oh, this container, we still have a set width. Not good. Let me go back. So this has a set width. Let's just set that to 100% when it gets to here. No, actually no. Sorry. Set it back to, we'll set this to auto. But the max is 700, so that way it still has, so that way it's not always going to the very edges. But then on here, there we go. I want it to take up the whole thing. So the width is auto, meaning 100%, but the max is 700. Okay, we're good here. This logo row, what did they do again? Okay, so that tagline is gone. So we can just, this tagline right here will just display none. And this logo right here. How come it's all big like? Did I set a height on that or something? Or it's just naturally that tall? What's creating the height? Alright, we'll keep moving. Let's go ahead and make this whole logo row orange. And let's go ahead and set a height for it. Ah, someone has a height. Look at that. Alright, so you, sir. Or is it you? Let's go ahead and put a height, see what happens. Wait, are you a background? No, you're an inline image. I think it's being... No, it's auto. Oh, okay. There we go. SVGs, they're a thing. I think it's 50. Looks like 50. I'll go with it. Okay, so that one's done. So the logo row is there. And we're going to push it away. Say like, let's try 100. Oh, and the date is center now. Okay, how are we going to do that? Say 150, so we have enough room to play around in. Link date wrapper. Let's put it to the top. Hey, I don't want it there. I don't want it there. Interesting. Go 0, 0. Start at the top. And let's go here. Set the width to 100. So what I'm trying to do is center all the things. Is there some space? Okay. Push it down a bit. And then this guy right here. Say negative 50%. Oh, nope. Yeah, 50%. And then also the transform so I can get it super centered. Negative 50%. What? Oh. Oh, so this one's moving right 50, and this one is moving to the left 50, so they're pushing against each other, and that's how I get that very centered date. And it's too far away from the top, so let's go ahead and move this up a bit. Right there. Okay, cool. Oof, oof, too big. There we go. Okay. I think that's the last one. So if we can just make this... Ooh, no, that's not cool. They just make everything smaller? No. Okay, let's go ahead and fix this. Alright, so... this date needs to be smaller, obviously. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and these guys right here should be down a bit. And I think that one is okay. Let's fix that logo row and make it smaller. Okay, cool. Now this right here is just too much going on. What do they do? So this is wrapping around that. That goes under. Makes me think I set it up wrong in the flex box. Maybe this was in its own row. Okay, I can fix this. I'm going to go all the way back to desktop so I can fix mobile. Sometimes you got to do that. So right here... it seems like this is just floating left. Or I mean, it's floating right. Because it wraps around. Huh. How would I do this? Because this one, it's stopping right here. So if I remove that padding, this needs to go under, and this one needs to... oh, man. They floated the image. Did they? Okay. I'm going to have to go back, and we're not using flex here. So I'm back on this. Let's just remove flex sides. Oh, man. We're gonna call it link thumb, and they floated it right. And we'll set the width to like 200. I guess link thumb is first. Yep, it is. Thank you, Curtis. Don't tell me they floated this left. Oh. Well then. I think the image should be removed. They're too small anyways to be useful for mobile responsive. I think so too. But then again, you kind of need context into what you're about to look at. People like images. Alright. Okay, so we're going to call this link content. Alright, and float it. Oh man. Okay, I hope this is right. Okay, so we go here, that's fine. We go here, that's fine. We go here, not fine. Not good. So what do we do, guys? Did this link content floated to the right? Nope, don't work. This is already floating to the left, I mean to the right. Can it flex? What did they do again? Man, oh man. How do we get here? What an interesting puzzle. So if the link thumb is here, I can't put you here. Is it because the link thumb needs to be inside of link content? Let me try it. So far so good, so far so good. What are you doing? Post item content flex grow 1. Can you make the image span full width or on top or below? I mean, yeah, I can. Below the, it would make sense to be below the post title, like this, and instead of floating, it would be 100%, like that. That looks much nicer, in my opinion. And then if we go back here, it still works, still works, still works. Huh. I kind of like this better. Oof, oof, no. I think when a word is too long, it can't wrap. It should move down. Yeah. Well, again, with all these projects, we do our best to get as close as possible. And if you have a solution, you can clone this in your own Webflow account and have at it. Ooh, because content wrapper needs more space on the bottom. There you go. Let's just copy and paste this. Delete that one, copy and paste. Now it looks right. Cool. All right. That was a challenge. We didn't get to what we wanted, but I mean, we kind of fixed it. Could the image span all the way, no margins? Would it look better? Okay, but then the design link would need to be away by 10. Actually, no. You can do 10 on both sides. And this would have to be 10 on both sides. And this would have to be 10 on both sides. Which isn't that bad. I mean... Oh, and then this link thumb. No border. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's Nelson! Yeah, it's me, hi! Well, that was fun. Yeah, let me publish it for you guys. Yeah, okay, let me post the link as always. Oh, yeah, I agree. One vibe. I agree that the thumbnails are way too small when it comes to mobile responsive, right here. But having it full kind of makes a bigger impact. Yeah, it looks like a news website now. Ugh, what happened here? Oh, I didn't. I'll fix that. I just have to copy paste this content wrapper, republish, and we're fixed. All right. How long will this link work for demo? This link right here, it'll be on forever endeavors, because I'll post it in the forums, and also I'll tweet it out when this is available to clone, and you can just mess with it however you want and just use it for learning purposes. But yeah, that was a fun build. Alright. Yeah, Sidebar. Oh, I didn't give a proper intro to Sidebar. So what is Sidebar? Yeah. So, again, 5 best links of the day. Design links. And, oh, let's not make it responsive anymore. Come on. More tools. Developer tools. Get it out of there. Okay, cool. So, yeah. So, every day, they just shoot out the best 5 design links. Help you get inspired or learn something new. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Share it with your friends. Sidebar.io. Okay. Alright. So you guys have a lot of time. Let's take 30 minutes to chit-chat. What are you guys working on in Webflow? Do you have any questions? Any more questions about Webflow? Scott, you're working on some client work. Trimester Fitness. What is Trimester Fitness? Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen this one. I love the use of gradient. I like this. Is black really the callout color? Maybe the callout color could be something else. But it does come out more. I don't know. It's just... So, custom photography, I can tell. Because I've seen this site before. I like the nav bar. It comes in and fades in. I like that. I love how you have things floating on top of each other. This is nice right here. Nice touch. Nice. Nice. See what happens when you take custom photography for your clients? It's more personal. It's more real. Rather than taking stock photos and trying to fit them in. So some clients might not like that they have to pay extra for custom photography. But I'll share my screen. Thank you. Let me do it over. Thank you, Nita. So I've seen this site before. and it has custom photography, and I like how everything's just floating on top of each other. Now, when it comes to client work and they're trying to sell something, always ask if they want custom photography. If you don't do photography yourself, find someone who you can subcontract, because like this site right here, he could have easily found some stock photos that tell the story. But when it's more custom, it makes it more real, it makes it more personal, and you can tell this is custom photography because these are all the same lady in the photos. And so if you can convince your client to do that, it brings their brand even higher. So ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I love your interactions. This is nice. Yeah, great job. Oh, Snap Widget. Cool, look at this. He put a feed for her Instagram. And I think Snap Widget is a free jQuery code that you can put into your Webflow site. And you styled it in a way where it makes sense. That's cool. Great job. Great job on this. Let's go to pricing. Okay, so it's all one. Okay, so only child page is blocked. Okay, something's wrong here. So you're missing the rest of your nav bar. Is there a reason why you didn't want to put the rest of the nav bar links? I love this. That's nice how it's kind of like a billboard. The top part comes out. Everything's very soft. Great job. Great job. All right. Yummy Fitness by Francisco. Okay, there's a fitness week. Fitness week. Are you guys trying to tell me something? No, just kidding. All right. Yummy Fitness. Ooh, okay, sure. I will translate. Thank you, Google. Wait, it didn't translate at all. Wait, what happened? Oh, okay, I have to leave that bar on. Okay. Okay. Probably it's the Google Translate messing around with this. Some missing character right here. I like that. That's cool. Not sure if I'm supposed to click on these cards or not. Doesn't seem like it. But cards always, when it comes to cards, they always seem like they're clickable. Okay, I like this, how you have a square outside of a square, so, oh, cool. You have a wave. I like it when people don't use just hard lines. They use something different to separate each section. Oh, and you did it again. And it's okay to do it on the footer, because you're telling the user that the experience is done. You're at the end of the page. See more. Okay. Alright. See, it's more personal when you take your client's photos. Good job. Okay, you styled the form too. Great job. Nice. So, let's see here. Tabs. Yep. Nice. So, notice how these is just talking about what on the home page. So, what if you can click on this, right? And then it goes to disciplines and it shows this. And if you're on the home page and you click on Aqua Bade Fit, then it goes directly to this tab. There is a custom code that makes that happen. Just check the forums. There is a way to do that. Okay. Cool. These Lightbox? Yes, it's Lightbox. Nice. Great job. I like it. All right. What else we got here? The date thing on Sidebar is just poor web design. You know, I kind of like it. Right here, the dates on the left, it's different. I like it. But to each their own. It was a one-day project. Oh. Alright, moving on. One Vibe is saying, also, this is my first time using Webflow. How would the backend CMS work if you were trying to add 5 new links for the day? Could they be added one by one throughout the day, or do they need to be all added at once? They can be added one by one, whatever you want. The CMS backend, we've already shown that. All it is just right here, right? And if you want to use the CMS editor, you can do so by clicking on the Webflow logo and clicking on editor, and it looks like this. It looks exactly like the page. The only difference is this bottom toolbar where here, let me, there, I'm gone. Okay, so this bottom toolbar right here, where you can go like this, go to links, and let's go ahead and add a new link, and there we go. We just fill out the database that or collection that we created. And then there you go. That's it. Easy. And I'm back. All right. Mark Willis, what are you doing? Are you doing magic? Magic by Mark. Oh, you're a magician. Oh, I was just joking. Okay. Award-winning magician to make your event even more magical. Even more fun. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Is this a background video? Hold on. I'm looking at your code. Okay, so you have a background image of, that's face div, so I'm guessing it's your face. Face wrapper. Okay. What is it? Galaxy div. What is going on here? You did... Oh, okay, so you have a background image of the cards, and you're using scale and transform. Yeah, you're moving it. And so your face is a transparent PNG. I like it. Very mysterious. Ooh, I don't know what this is, but ooh. Alright, that's cool. Let's move on. Yeah, I've never seen that happen before on a site, so that's really cool. Okay, so here, right here, it's very spacey. There's a lot of room to look, and it's very focused on your face. And the brand is like very clean and mysterious. You get here, and it's like tons of text, no images, and it's just, this is where the brand of the site, the look of the site goes away. It's just this part right here really needs help. Okay, is this a collection or something? Let's see here. What are you doing here? Is this dynamic? So this is review. Do I see a din list or something? Or is this something you just added in with no CMS? It doesn't look like CMS. Yeah, these aren't CMS. So you might want to think of a different way to style this. Since you only have 4 reviews here, you can probably do testimonials as a slider and show one at a time. And it will be always good to add photos of whoever is saying it, so it puts a face to the name. It makes it more real. Okay, so this section could use some help. Okay, and this form also could use some help because it's boxy. Maybe don't have a box around your form. Like right here, this is beautiful, and then things just get really word heavy and there's nothing else. Maybe a background image here, something mysterious. Maybe a background video loop of you doing the tricks or something. You're missing a little bit more. Okay, you have a show reel. Okay, that was cool. Show reel coming soon. Oh, okay. careful with your font selections because you have a techie font happening all throughout your homepage, and then out of nowhere, you have this script. So careful with that. You might want to choose a different font for this that's keeping in theme of this techie type of font they use everywhere. Okay, contact. See, this form is nice. Preferred method, owl. So is it like Harry Potter? So this form is nice. Okay, you're putting a lot of work into your interactions. That's really good. And maybe this form can be something like this form too. You know, this. It's really nice. Okay, gallery. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, so I'm thinking gallery, I'm thinking photos or videos. Yeah. It's a good start. It's a good start. There's lots you can still do with this. Alright, so keep it up. The responsiveness of the date. Yeah, the responsiveness of the date of sidebar. Yeah, it gets cut off, but I think it's like a type design type of thing. Hold on, do you hear the... There we go. Okay. And Scott, you want to show off your portfolio site. Let's do that. Oh, preloader. Alright. Convert more traffic. Alright. Everyone's connected. I like it. I like it. I like you're telling me to scroll down. What? Huh? What? Something's wrong with that. I click on it and it goes up. We are growth hackers based in the heart of San Francisco. Oh, have you been to the Webflow HQ? Go say hi. Grab a shirt. Alright. Oh yeah, I've seen this site before. Okay, so if I click this, what happens? Huh. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, you still need to fill it in. Yeah, I totally understand. This is the kind of stuff I love. When people not only show off their work, but explain the things they had to do for their client. It adds more weight to the project rather than, hey, here are the projects I've done. What can I do for you? No, it's here are the projects that I've done, what I've learned, what me and the client has done together to get this thing launched, and why we think it's good enough to be in our public portfolio. Yeah? So great job. Let's go back to work. Yeah, case studies. That's what I was looking for. Nice. Oh, you even have comments? Why would you need comments, though? Just wondering. Where's the team? Hey, Scott. What's up? Oh, okay. So it's a couple team. It's a couples team. And Rowan? Wait a minute. I know that name. I think he is a template designer on Webflow. Alright. Great. I got a question here. Nicholas, is it possible to make drag and drop elements in Webflow? No. But you can add custom code to make that possible. I don't know if drag and drop is in Interactions 2.0. I haven't tried that yet. Let me see here. Oh no, I can't. Let's go back to the designer. Yeah. I'm gonna have to check later. I'll let you know. Oh, that's your sister. Sorry. Sorry, Scott. Yeah, so brother-sister team right here. That's cool. Alright, any other questions? And I know someone asked about my portfolio site, so here's what I've done for my portfolio site. Let me take myself off. So this background video I'm still working on because this portfolio site is all about my life and what I'm working on, what I have been learning. And to me, life is all a learning experience, and you should never stop learning. And one thing that's missing from this background video is me actually designing or me actually doing these streams. And so that's something that I gotta edit into this background video. But yeah, that's my grandma and that's my new daughter. And so here's, oh, let me put that back. So I added some interactions right here to kind of let people know what's going on. And just having fun with this little menu button right here. So go to design. Let's see here. Here's some of the stuff I've done. I don't have the case studies done, but this is my favorite site that I've helped build with my wife and her business partner. And yeah, portfolio sites are hard to do, man. This one took me too long. And it's so simple. It's just that I could never please myself. But this is what I've been working on mostly on my portfolio site. Stuff that I've been learning and I need to jot down. Alright. And then my videos of what I've been doing. So yeah. So that's my stuff. Let's see here. One Vibe is asking, what about page navigation? We didn't cover that for Sidebar. Any reason? Page navigation, are you talking about like as you scroll down, you can load more links? Yeah, that's not possible yet natively inside of Webflow unless you do some custom code. Thanks, Parker. I got the menu button. Here, let me put it back. So this menu button idea, what was it? Tom Clancy's what was that video game that had a bunch of orange? Some people still play it. Like, it's a MMO RPG type of game. Well, that's where I got the idea from. I wanted to do something like that, and so using 3D transforms. Thanks, Greg. You can play around with it if you want, the menu button. And the reason why I made the button at the bottom left is because I wanted to do something different. Plus, it's already responsive ready because I'm a left-hander and I use my left hand and my thumb is always in the bottom left of a mobile phone. And so I made it for me. So if you're right-handed, sorry, you can still stretch your thumb a little bit to get to the button. But yeah, I like it when buttons are in the bottom corners, because it's more mobile friendly and it's different and it helps people out. The Division, thank you, Tristan. Thank you. That's where I got it from, because The Division has some great artwork and I like how everything is like angled in a way, and it just, to me, that caught my attention. I was like, ooh, that's so cool. I want to try that in Webflow. Yeah. There is a CMS API. Great question. Let's go to it. So if you go to developers.webflow.com, you'll get this. And if you're a developer, you would understand what all this awesome stuff means. I kind of understand the JavaScript version. This makes sense. You just put in your token. But yeah. If you can figure it out, then you can take our CMS to another level. One Vibe says, so wait, all links are going to be on one page. Wouldn't there be page 1, 2, and 3? So what you're asking for, One Vibe, is called pagination, and that is something that we are still working on in the background. And it was talked about with our CEO, Vlad, in the last Q&A. And basically, we're doing a lot of stuff in the background to change over the whole platform, so that way more features can be produced faster. All right, so we're paving the road, we're making new roads, so that way people can make their own plugins for Webflow, but also our internal team can make their own plugins too, and faster, and add new features that you guys really want. So if you need a feature inside of Webflow, please let us know what the feature is by going to wishlist.webflow.com. And also, if there's stuff that you can't do in Webflow, you can always export it out of Webflow after you're done designing it, and then put in all the stuff you need. Okay, One Vibe, I'm just trying to figure out how we're doing a rebuild of site that will have links posted every day to it, but no page nav. Because how many links can you have on the homepage before it takes too long to work? Yep, I totally understand. Yeah. If you're trying to make a web app, One Vibe, build the site inside of Webflow, but then export it out so you have the whole front end structure. So you have your HTML, CSS, and basic JS all ready for you to go in a zip package, and then you can fix it locally and then host it on your own environment so you can do all the things. Okay? No, totally understand. You're not being rude. Yeah, it's good to ask questions. All right. Let's just show this real quick. So this is cool. So I hope you guys are super excited about this. If you haven't already signed up for the closed beta, I don't know when you're going to get your invite, but you might as well do it now. Webflow Interactions V2. Right here. Join the beta. Alright, because you'll be able to do serious stuff with this, like parallax scrolling, mouse movement. This one I'm very excited about because I want to make my own spaceship HUD, like an Iron Man HUD type of thing with mouse scrolling. And yeah, that would be really fun to build. And then this part here, animations. That's going to be fun to do. Timeline animations. So sign up, okay? So thank you guys so much. Let's go ahead and end the stream. Let's do our usual closeouts. All right, so if you have any design or custom code issues, please join the community at forum.webflow.com. Post your thread there, and the helpful global community will help you. Wow. Will help you with your issue. And if you get your question answered, please pass that favor forward and help someone else with their question. So that way our community and the web design community in general will grow together. If you have any account, billing, or technical issues, please email us or go to help.webflow.com. Help.webflow.com, and let me show you real quick. Click on this contact support button and we will help you out. We usually help out between 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. All right. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow us at Webflow app, or you can follow me at The Pixel Geek. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Webflow. Thank you so much. This stream happens every Tuesday at 10 a.m. So I will see you next week, where not sure what we'll do. I think it's another CMS build. I'm gonna try to see if we can pull a WordPress site, pull the data from a WordPress site, and easily migrate that into the Webflow CMS. So that would be interesting to see. I will see you next Tuesday at 10 a.m. And as always, make the web beautiful. See ya.